to this episode of
Moms
with Nothing
to Talk About, featuring
Kayla,
Bree,
and Ashley.
Woo!
All right, studio audience, keep it down now.
Thank you. Hold the applause.
Oh, man.
I feel like we're on like a stage waiting. We're going to sit on our big couch, and we got all the bright lights.
The lights are flashing.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, then maybe somebody could do our hair and makeup for us, and we wouldn't have to.
Ooh, that would be okay.
That would be great.
And then that would no longer be a sacrifice from episode number 21 that we talked about.
Exactly.
Have a team do that. So today we're going to talk about how things... I already forgot. Sorry.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about
today?
religion and politics, and not in the way you think.
We're not talking politics.
And just
we're not
parenting.
choosing sides.
No. And
but if we had to... I'm just kidding.
Not tell me right now. Go to your head.
I'm like...
You get back for this episode.
You get me started for certain things, and you get me sorry.
But how...
Because I have opinions.
Because we've talked about before, there's, if you, I feel like I can't even go to a play date without opening my mouth and then someone being like, oh my god,
yes.
she believes what?
Yes.
And then my girl's like, Bradley had a really good friend in pre-K, and she's like, why can't we ever see her anymore? I was like, I don't know, I opened my mouth about something, and the mom won't ever come around us again. I don't know what I said. And Taylor's like, what'd you say? I'm like, I don't know, I thought I kept it really G.
Yeah.
Apparently
it's not always really G with everybody. Ain't everybody a G.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Alright, black-haired Bree coming in hot with that one.
But it's you making mom friends is hard.
Okay.
Because
I'm cracking myself up
because not everybody can get over that people parent differently. Because that's you and I parent completely different.
Yeah.
And me and a lot of my other mom friends parent completely different. But you know what? I can respect how you parent your girls.
Right.
And you can respect how I parent my kid because he's not your kid.
Yeah.
But there are people that just can't get...
I mean, there's times where Michaela's like, yeah, girls, that's fine. And I'm give her a quick
yeah.
It's not fine.
That's not fine.
I mean, you're not wrong about it. But I'm not Aunt, I'm Miss Michaela, which cracks me up. But
Aunts can kind of get away with some things.
Exactly.
Miss Michaela has to walk a fine line in our house. Okay?
She's not an aunt, but not a friend.
She's Miss Michaela. There's times where, I see parents and I'm like, you're going to let your son talk to you like that? Like,
right.
in my house, no.
Yes.
Right.
We don't, I demand a level of respect because I'm still their mother at the end of the day, and I still have to make productive members of society.
Right.
Yep.
Whatever that may look like. They might be productive members of a prison gang, but they're productive members.
At least they're doing something.
Logan's gonna own that gang. That's all I have to say.
She's gonna lead it.
She is. There will be no trouble there.
So that's where
Or she'll end up in Bree and I's cult. One of the two.
Exactly.
I mean, if you offer her brownies, she'll come any day of the week.
Hey, that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I'm going to tell you right now, one of the questions I asked Bradley in her special episode was, what is your cup of Joe's order? And she said, that lemonade with the peach and the strawberry.
Oh, that's adorable.
I know it, and I know it's a regular.
So there you go.
Y'all pull up, and I know what to do.
That's what you could do.
I know what to
Bradley
do.
And I got some lemonade.
Peach and strawberry.
I'll put an extra squirt for you, too. Come on. But, because I know that Michaela and I and Bree and I have different views of politics or of, women's rights, women's health, but, to come together, we've done this podcast now for however many episodes I think we're on. I think we're on. That didn't even make sense. But at the end of the day, I either don't talk about it, or I hear your side, you hear my side, and we move on. But, that fact that there's sometimes I go places and, I'm not gonna lie, I am totally a Pop 2K if you're on Sirius XM or if you're on my Pandora list, a Good Charlotte listener of the early 2000s grunge, emo, screaming at my parents music.
Yeah.
So
the mad teenager.
So today, I'm in pickup line and Bradley's best friend, her mom, texts me because her car likes to honk when it gets low pressure. Low tire pressure, it honks apparently.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
So she texts me, she's like, oh, don't mind me, it's just my car honking.
I'm not being rude, it's just the car.
Well, she was literally the line loops around, so I could see her, but we were in different loops. And so I didn't, so she wasn't behind me, I could just see her. And I sent her a a picture of me listening to. It was 3 a.m. by Matchbox 20 was playing as I'm under the pavilion of my girl's private school in a Jeep with no top.
Private Christian school.
No care in the world. And I was like, sorry, I can't hear you. So then she sends me back a thing of like an emo kid with black hair and black nails.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I was like, hey. And then as I was because today was their last day of summer stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so as I was pulling off, closing time came out, and I was like, and this is our end of club song too.
That is hilarious.
But like, she and I can banter about that. Like, she makes fun of me, and I just let it roll off my skin.
Exactly.
Well, there's certain people that can do that.
I'll never be as perfect as her if you're listening.
She's a Pinterest mom, damn it.
She totally is. Oh. She's going to listen to this episode, and she's going to blow up my phone about it. She likes to read our, the transcribe of our episode. I'm like, you have to listen to the episode to get it. Like,
exactly.
Because I transcribed your episode with Jay so I could get questions. Because it was faster for me than to sit and listen to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even know what her and Jace are talking about. So I had to listen because it was... Sometimes the transcription is
it's not correct.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Because some of the things I was like, I know she's not asking Jace what that says on there. And then I was like, why is Jace asking her that question? But it was a transition. But like, it doesn't say... Michaella, Jace.
Yeah. Oh, right.
It's confusing. But anyways, but then there's like other moms that I'm like, oh, I have to, really
like mask.
Yes. Oh, exactly.
You're exhausting being around you because this isn't me.
I have to fake who I am just to feel like normal.
And that's
around you.
And that's why I don't really try to make mom friends at Jace's school.
Yeah.
Because I've found my people. Like
100%.
I've found the people that get it. Like, you come over to my house in your pajamas and we can sit on the couch and we can text and that, or we can go thrifting and to lunch. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I can just be me.
You don't have to force it.
No.
Yeah.
And Ashley knows when my social battery is done. She can tell. And so it's just...
My favorite is when I'm talking to her and she kind of is like drifting. Like,
literally
her head is
her
like
eyes glaze over.
And she's like looking a different direction. I'm like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
You're like...
Yeah.
End of the conversation there.
Yeah.
Felt that. Yeah. I know, because I'm like, we went thrifting the other day, and she's like, I'm done. I'm like, I noticed that a little while ago.
But I could announce it.
But I also was trying to find something, so I was going to try to drag this out a little bit.
Oh, I mean, I went along with it. But yeah, I was like, I'm done, guys. I'm done.
And her closing sentence was, my boobs won't fit in that romper, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, we're ready to go.
But it's good to find friends that you can announce. Socially, I'm done.
My boobs are going to fit in that romper.
Yeah, because she's like, this is a 2XL. I'm like, my boobs won't fit in it. Let's go. Like, I don't even want to try it right now. I'm just ready to go.
It's so cute. She's like, it's not going to work. And I'm like,
I want to leave.
Good, you drove yourself here.
That's what I was going to say. But it's being able to find those people, and that's rare. Yep. I feel like that's very rare in trying to... I'm over trying to go in and having to fit in with people.
100%.
You either like me or you don't like me. Like, now obviously I'm not going to go into Jace's school and cuss and but you know what I mean. But I'm like, I'm a little weird. Yeah, I can bring an awkward vibe to the party.
Yeah, for sure.
You either are okay with that or not.
Like, it's kind of like our school because it's your school has like kids that won the lottery.
Yeah.
And some of their parents feel like they're better than thou because they won a random lottery. It's
exactly.
It's not like you did anything special.
No.
Your kid wasn't top of the tier or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then I go to our school and I'm like, okay, you guys claim to be a good Christian people.
Yeah.
And then some of y'all I'm like,
questioning
did you read the Bible?
Yeah.
What Bible are you? What edition of the Bible?
Yeah, exactly.
Are
right.
you reading the one with Brianna in it, or are you reading the one called with Joseph
and Jonathan?
And Jonathan.
Which Bible are you?
Yeah.
Leave a comment.
The Brianna Bible with the Joseph.
Which is really funny because Kyle and I just had this conversation because Jace's dad has started going to church, so Jace has started going. And so Kyle and I were just talking, and we got into the church, like, Satanism. And it's really not what you think it is. Like, it really isn't. And so, and there's a documentary that we're going to watch on it, just because we were discussing...
talked about this in an episode before.
Yeah, and I think that you and somebody else were the kind... It's kind of like... because now I'm in a bunch of witch groups on Facebook. I don't know how I found my way there.
I invited you to two yesterday.
Yes. I was open and honest with it. Now on that note, I'm going to go.
No, Ashley's leaving.
I'm in my own basement. You guys
I'm judging.
You can have it. Throw it in the towel.
But I was just like, it's just fascinating to me how, like, every religion, like, kind of ostracizes the others, and it can't all be just one.
But it's like also religion. It's like schools.
Yeah.
You know, like
yes.
We have your guys' home, your town you're in right now. There's a rival school that, oh my God, you're from that school, and it's like, really, what is wrong with them? Just because they live in a different zip code.
Exactly.
Right. There's
exactly.
Right.
Yes, there are trash in that town, but there's trash in our town.
Oh, exactly. I'm the trash in this town.
Same. Literally same.
No, go to mine and Taylor's first house, and you will see the trash of this town. I will show you the trash of this town. Right over there on that road.
But yeah, and I also can't stand people that, like, want to discuss, like, religion or politics.
Yes.
But they can't be open. Like, I don't want to discuss it. Now, I'm very
opinionated
on women's rights.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm very opinionated on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things I'm not, you know. But it's one of those things that I'm like, I don't want to talk to you about it, really, first and foremost. But secondly, if you're going to get offended by, you know, if I'm...
open that door?
Exactly.
If you're going to be...
Because because kind of like I usually make the comment when people bring up women's health, I'm probably not on the side you're on. I'm saying with the people in this area, I'm like, I'm not on that side.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to talk about that, let's just stop it now.
Or I don't like, because I am very, like, politics were brought up between you and I.
Yeah.
And I said, I come from a different side.
Exactly.
Than you come from.
Yeah.
You know, like, as a business owner, my political side is different than yours.
Yeah.
So it's like... And then Kyle said, well, if you're on this side, you're coming from a different side than me, too. And I'm like, exactly, because... So we're gonna, you know, we're trying to meet in the middle, but I also don't want to lose a friendship over because at the end of the day, Trump doesn't give a fuck, Biden doesn't give a fuck about what I have to say.
But see, that's my thing. Is I'm like, I wish people understand. I'm like, they don't care about us.
Right.
They don't care about us.
So why
no one
friendship?
We're the folk, okay?
Exactly.
Or get a felony because of
because of something like that. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, does it direct because you and I talked, and I've talked to a person that we have a mutual contact with about a lot of things that's happening in my girls' lives right now, and she has and I said, I told her, I'll be honest with you.
Yes.
When Michaela and I were talking about this 7 months ago, 8 months ago, whatever ago, I said, your situation didn't have a direct bearing on me, so I was only invested to a certain point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now your situation has a direct effect on me. And now I'm more invested than I was 8 months ago when Michaela and I were talking about. Michaela and I still talked about it. I still heard everything that was going on.
Right. Yeah.
But I also had to file it away in a way that I had to be able to compartmentalize it.
Right.
Because at the time, that was a different situation.
Exactly. And this isn't religion or politics.
No,
it's completely different. But it now has an effect on my family.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, now that it's affecting me, and I told her, I said, I'm sorry if you thought I was disrespectful or rude before.
Right.
I'm sorry that I was not giving you a time of day.
Right.
I mean, I gave her time of day. But I'm sorry that if you felt like I was being very, level about it, because at the time, it wasn't this explosion that it is today.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was
an explosion in her life.
Yes.
But not in the entirety for everyone.
Yeah. It would be like the tremors of an earthquake.
Yeah.
She was the tremors. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
And now the earthquake is happening.
Yes.
Right.
So now I'm like, oh shit.
Exactly.
But even back then I couldn't have changed anything anyway.
Oh, no.
But it's the thing that sucks is she and I've had many conversations since then.
Yeah.
And I have been very open and honest with her about things. And she's been very open and honest with me.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's maturity from other people that can have that conversation.
Exactly. Right. And that's the thing is the maturity level. Yes. That how mature are you that we can discuss these things?
Right.
Because if you're gonna get like a little kid and get all stompy and angry, then maybe let's not talk about it.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or like you and I talked the other day, I was reading something on the political. Again, this is not a political conversation.
No.
But I told you because we have different viewpoints.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I said my argument is one party is saying they're all for veterans.
Yeah.
I literally just walked my dad through veteran stuff. It's shut down. No, can't have this. Can't have this. No benefit. No benefit.
Right.
Oh, but yet you're spewing lies that you are doing all these things for veterans when I just had to walk the road.
Like you saw it firsthand.
Exactly.
Right.
It was denied so much stuff.
Right.
And ended up just dying without any of those benefits that he should have had.
Right.
Because of his time served. And so it's like,
you know, a lot of people, they don't have the maturity to, like y'all said, have the conversation to even see eye to eye. Like, because something like that is obviously affecting you and you want that changed.
Yeah.
Okay? So, anybody should be able to understand where you're coming from. You know? Like,
on that regard. Like, this has nothing to do with, you know.
the entirety of who the person is in general.
Yeah.
It's just, I have a belief that this needs to be changed and that's something I want changed. You know? And it's not like one of us is going to be the person that determines who's going to be the next president or...
Because that's the electoral college, not us.
Right.
But anyway.
Or I feel like, too, when you have a mature conversation, I don't like it because there's certain people in my life that they try to have a conversation with me and I'm like, your facts and figures are based off what your husband has said.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Like they don't do the research themselves.
Right.
Are very superficial. Like,
yes.
Have you dug into the veteran benefits?
Exactly. Right. Because they're horrible.
Dug into whatever. And then it's like, okay, our girls are best friends in class, but we can't be friends anymore. I'm not talking about you if you're listening, my daughter's best friend, but...
You're not included in your honking horn.
Yeah. But there's people that it's like, our children share class, like, there have been parents that I do not see eye to eye with certain things that they've done. But I don't bring it into my household so that my girls have to hear it.
Exactly.
But those children treat my children differently after a fallout. And I'm like, you really are not mature enough to keep this from your children?
Exactly.
Obviously your child's age.
Yes.
That's way too young to talk to about anything.
Yes.
Because I'm like, you want to do this? I'll talk about what our issues with your child and they can find out the truth about mommy and daddy.
Right.
Because I know legally, you know, like, there's one situation... in mind that I'm like, I know legally why you're doing this. Do you want me to tell your children why you're doing this?
Right, exactly.
Right.
You want, like, do you think that that's don't have your child treat my child differently because you're doing stuff that's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well,
don't do that.
And not just that, but so this is my niece and my Lady Darkness. However, I don't even know how to explain the whole relationship at this point. But anyway,
Lady Darkness is a friend that came from marriage that then dissipated and now is still a friend.
Yeah, we were married to brothers and now we're not. And what's funny is, Lady Darkness and her ex-husband were both at my bridal shower because they're both still
in your life.
Yeah, because my ex-brother-in-law I adore.
I told Taylor, I was like, do you see that lady? He's like, yeah. I was like, that's her.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you see that guy? And he's like, yeah. I was like, that's him. And he's like, what the fuck?
I'm like,
why are they here?
And they're sitting at totally different tables. What is happening?
Yeah. But anyway, so she has, because my Lady Darkness is pretty liberal and pretty good with, like, the letter gang. I can't think
LGBTQ.
Yeah, there you go.
I was thinking of like a chain gang.
Oh no, but I couldn't think of all the letters right now. And so one of her friends.
So you said she's what about that? Now that I know
she's very pro.
Oh yeah,
she's very pro that.
The rights.
And
pro gay.
Pro gay.
Well,
and so my niece is as well. Like, that's okay with her. Doesn't have a problem. My niece is 13 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so, 12, excuse me. So, but some of her friends are from households that are not okay with that.
Because their hometown, as a whole, I feel like is not okay with that.
Yes. And so there has been, like, they live in a big old rich neighborhood, but they don't want their kids hanging out with her because she's pro-gay.
Yeah.
And that is one of those things that is hard, because I'm like, no, she's not gay, but if she was, whatever. But it's like, just because that household is okay with that means that they can't hang out with.
But see, that's what, because like Taylor and I, like, I mean, I have my opinions about some of that stuff in that community. It's too far-fetched for me to wrap my head around. Yeah. But as a whole, gays, I don't really care. Yeah. You do you. Just don't hit on me. That's all I ask. I mean, I'll take it as a compliment, but that's it. Okay.
I was like, you can hit on I was like, you can hit on me if you want to. I'll never forget, I was at a restaurant one time, and the waitress, it was when I was with the guy I was dating before, Kyle, and she just like, she's like, you have beautiful eyes, and just like,
you or him?
And to me. Okay. And we laughed, and he's like, you realize she was hitting on you? And I'm like, no, I wish I would have, though, because I would have been like,
we've had instances.
Thank you so much.
I like go into it too because I'm like, all right,
honey. I don't think anyone hits on me.
Well, it's also like, if you're a woman who's not gay, how do you realize a woman who is gay?
Or if you're a woman that has always, like, I am not the society standard of beauty.
Oh, here we go again.
No, but I'm just saying.
Here we go.
She's ugly.
And I'm fat. But anyway,
if you would like to hear about that, you can go back to
which episode is it?
7.
But I'm just saying,
number 7. I wrote little
so
I can refer back.
I don't get hit on often. Like, I just don't. And so I feel like when I do, I'm just totally oblivious to it. Because Kyle is too. Because there was one day, I can't remember where we were, and this girl was just, and I'm like, I was like, she was totally, and he's like, no, she, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But I'm just saying, it's one of those things that you just, I don't take it as that.
Right.
I just take it as, oh, thanks, my eyes are pretty.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks, I'm so cute. Yeah,
Would you quit making me into the bad guy here?
I just, like,
I think my social battery's dead. I might need to leave.
She's gonna go take a potty break again and go out front. Don't pee my prayer. But that's what I'm saying, like, because Taylor and I are on different sides of some of the stuff in the community. Right. But yeah, we're married, we share a household.
Exactly.
The girls have books about, who is the book? I bought them a book about, is it RuPaul?
I was like, please say it's RuPaul.
It's like the little board books.
I think, yes.
And it talks about queens and stuff, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah.
We have a book.
I have a RuPaul book.
We have one book because I said we got to open the store because they're not going to learn about it, like in school.
Right.
It's going to be a different thing. And he was like mortified that I bought this damn book, and I'm like, Taylor, like seriously, shut up. Like, you don't have to read it to him. I'll read it to him.
Right.
But then like I bought a book about women. The same. It's those books that are like I have one about women of history. It's a board book for little kids.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like powerful women of history.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And at the very end of it, it's got Hillary Clinton. And Taylor's like, burn that damn. And I'm like, Taylor's like, we can skip that page. And I'm like, what is your problem?
Just rip it out.
Like, okay, you don't
break
understand.
the whole book.
My mom was like a very, what is that called?
Ally?
No, like
open? Hillary supporter?
No.
What's the opposite of an ally?
Like a,
I have no idea.
Setter. It's something, it's not trendsetter, but it's something else with your career. Jet setter.
Oh, yes.
Career. So
yes, she was.
Like, they come from a line of this.
Right,
so, like,
yes.
it makes sense that they have, I don't care if you don't agree with what these people have done.
Right.
They come from a line of
your mom has broken a lot of glass ceilings.
Yeah. So, like, I want to make sure my girls understand they can break those
exactly,
ceilings
yes.
too. So, it's like, and he and I, like, there's times I used to go to his grandma's house and I'd be like, what the fuck? And he's like, you just have to understand that's my grandma. Like, she's born and raised in this tiny ass town.
Yeah.
She's never gonna leave. She's gonna die here. Just for Nellie's information, black and white people do not make Mexicans. That's what she said one time. And I was like, and his mom looked at me and I was like, I'm just gonna let that roll off because.
Oh my god.
That's
why they're brown.
She said, what is it called? What is it called? And she snapped. When you mix a black and a white, I was like, oh my god. And
an adorable child because they're the cutest things that ever lived.
Well, everyone was looking at me because I was waiting for some very derogatory words. Like I said, she's from a very small town.
Right.
And she's like, a Mexican. And I was like,
oh my god.
And Taylor looked at me and I was like, I can't even respond.
Just leave it, Grandma.
Yeah, I was like, Taylor's mom was like, what are you going to say? I'm like, I have nothing because I don't even.
What do you?
I mean, how do you?
If you are so wrong.
How do you debunk that? Because literally,
Mexicans come from Mexico,
right?
And I don't think there's an overabundance of blacks and whites procreating in Mexico.
In Mexico. What?
I mean, maybe those that go on honeymoons or whatever.
Is that what they were teaching people back in the day? Don't mix races because you'll make a whole nother race.
I don't know. I was like,
one that speaks a whole nother language. God forbid.
Taylor and I still talk about it because I'm like, the ignorance of that statement. I was. What? He's like, I wish you could have seen your face. I was like, I wish you could have heard the slurs going through my head.
Right.
Because my dad grew up in a
Just
very racist town.
Like, what is she about to say next? Yeah.
Mexicans. So, if you want to know how to get a Mexican.
Delicious.
I'm like, that's how you get your queso.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just no way to even like.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I could not.
Well, you can't correct people like that.
Especially when they're in their 70s
exactly.
and 80s.
There's no correcting it.
Well, that's like when Kristen's grandma, who was one of the sweetest ladies ever, she got dementia.
Oh.
And one Christmas, before she had been officially diagnosed, we were all sitting at Thanksgiving or something, and football was playing. And all of a sudden she goes, there's too many black people on TV.
Oh my God.
And that is not a statement that she would have made.
Wow.
Like, she was not and we were all like,
Now, what dementia? She's got
dementia made her racist.
What are we doing now?
A new spirit taking
dementia made her mean.
Oh my
great.
God.
I'm not even kidding. It was a roller coaster.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But there are people in their 80s and whatnot that don't have dementia that do say things like that.
Yeah. 100%.
There's your history lesson for today.
Black and white makes Mexican. Okay.
Whatever. But that's the thing. Like, you get with those people, and whether they're 20 or 80, and there's no
they're just set. That's like my grandma hated Catholics. She didn't want me dating Catholic boys.
Why?
What about a Muslim?
I don't.
They good?
I was gonna say,
honey, I grew up in Lebanon, Missouri. Do you think there wasn't much color there. Let alone the only thing she could be racist against was Catholics.
She had to choose
because we were Baptists.
Didn't even have any Jews.
No. Oh.
Catholics. What's the problem with Catholics?
I don't remember.
Everything.
I was talking to a Catholic last night, and she was talking about how they have
fucking ethnicity.
She was talking about how at their church they had like a parent group that like met and like when their kids were doing stuff and whatnot. Because we were talking about how at our church, due to conflicts of personalities, there is no longer a adult class for parents.
Is this Ashley?
Maybe.
Now that. Due to conflicts that we won't explain.
Due to conflicts beyond my control.
No idea what happened.
Because there's no filter in this mouth.
I know. That's what's really sad is as soon as the conflict happened, I went to the directors and I was like, something's got to change. And the thing that changed was there's no more class.
Well, I've got the solution for it right here.
Gosh.
Everybody's grounded. No more class.
We all had to go to pastor's Bible study. That was our punishment. Either that or go home.
Oh my gosh.
So anyways.
See y'all in 2 hours.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So this lady was telling me, she's like, I was like, well, what do you guys do? Like, maybe I could approach our church and be like, hey, this is what other churches are doing.
Yeah.
She's like, we go to the Roost. And I was like, what? And she's like, well, I go to C's. And I was like, so you go to a bar? And she's like, well, we're Catholic.
Exactly. Exactly.
I was like,
and that, my best friend growing up, Deanna, she's a Catholic. She's one of them Catholics that, and her dad owned the liquor store in Lebanon. And let me tell you, I mean, everybody stopped there, but it wasn't supposed to be there because, them Catholics drink. And most of Lebanon was Baptist, so Bob stayed in business, though, let me tell you.
The Baptist versus the Catholics. Who's going to win?
It's like, what are the Old Western, the two families?
Oh, the Hatfields and McCoys. I just
we got the Baptists and the Catholics.
I just remember because they have to go through classes. Like
the Catholics.
Yeah, yes. I can't remember what it was, but I would go to class with her sometimes just because I was like staying the night or whatever, and I always remember being like, I am so glad Baptists don't have classes. I don't have to pass nothing. I just have to say, I want to be dunked in water. We're all good here. Because I was like, I don't want no more schoolwork.
Yes, because they have a lot of...
They do. They have a whole thing. And she's a heathen. She married a non-Catholic.
Is he Baptist?
No, I can't remember what he is. Methodist, maybe?
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah, but it was just funny because usually they're supposed to, convert your spouses, and that's how Jewish culture is here. You're supposed to convert.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm like,
did her parents disown her?
Oh heavens, no.
No. That's what. If you're listening, honk honk car. Her husband was raised Catholic. And she converted him to Methodist.
So now we have Lady Darkness and Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. She'd be so mad. She's gonna be so mad.
Oh my gosh.
I'm coming up with a nickname for this bitch that I don't like that I can talk about on this podcast. And we're gonna talk about her, and we're gonna have a really nice little nickname.
Oh, is that our next episode?
Maybe.
Maybe we should just keep on recording. I like this.
I know. I'm like, let's come up with a name now. I like it. That way we're ready for the next episode.
So is you socially don't get along with her? You guys don't
Y'all both know her.
Oh, I already know who we're talking about. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that I can name.
The lady who shall not be named.
Exactly. Let's see. Yeah, I'll ponder on it.
The jack of all trades.
Okay.
You'll get it.
Okay, actually, I think that I was thinking of the wrong one. Because now, we'll discuss later, but now I know who you're talking about. You're talking about the, jack of all trades. Jack of all trades, that's a good one. What is Joak? That's nothing that we can... Joak? Joke. Juke.
Dude, that is an awful car.
It'd be a joke, like a goat. It's the greatest of all time.
The jokester. I don't fucking know, okay?
But then, do you guys also feel like as, with disagreeing, like, even, like, what, do you feel like you're judged, even, like, what you feed your kids for freaking dinner?
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Like, I had Hong Kong ask me one time, what do you...
I thought you said Hong Kong, like Hong Kong in. Sounds great.
Let's go.
You're going to the buffet and Nick's up?
That thing is nasty.
Won't go there.
I was going to say, what are you talking about?
There's a Hong Kong Inn in Springfield.
Yeah.
Is that the one by the railroad tracks?
Probably, I don't know.
On Flintstone?
Yes.
It has it's really trashy, but has amazing egg rolls.
And I think they're open until like midnight.
Really?
No, different place. You're talking about, no, you're not. Different place.
Anywho.
She asked me, because she was talking about, I don't like pasta. Like,
okay,
sometimes
that's an agreement, or that's a disagreement we can't argue on, okay?
Yeah.
Ma'am, change the topic, please.
Exactly, because we both fight you on that one.
I don't like Alfredo, but every other thing.
Okay, what? Alfredo. I do Alfredo.
No, I'm gone.
Gosh.
I don't like spaghetti.
Oh.
I found out that, have you guys been to Piccolo?
God, we have such bad ADHD.
Yeah. So, or Piccolo, however you say it. But anyway, their parents, his parents owned a restaurant in Springfield called DRPino's.
Yeah.
And Chris and I went there every weekend. So they knew us very well.
But backtrack.
Yeah.
You need to say that you and Chris also had a very regimented meal that, like, every Thursday was mac and cheese night.
And he still has that. Like, every night is a certain food. Because he's a very organized... I mean, obviously, I wasn't in charge of that. Oh. But anyway, I love Piccolo. Because but they're catering that for their wedding. And so I told Jace, I was like, you're going to have to steal these.
They're catering Piccolos?
At their wedding, yeah.
Are they getting married locally?
They're getting...
Can you get me?
Yeah, like in Willard, I think, or something.
Somebody else going to pay for Piccolo for me? Okay.
We could just go. Doesn't Jace need, like, an escort?
We could be the wedding crashers.
I'm not looking for a date. I'm looking for food.
Oh.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Maybe I'll get an invite, and then I can just be bring a +2.
I mean, you have to have +2.
Because Kyle's not going to want to go, so...
You're bringing 2 people?
His wedding is close to Bradley and Taylor's birthdays. Isn't it?
The 9th.
Of November.
And a +1 is fine. Yeah. I'll get the Piccolo. I had a no day last night. I was living my best life.
Okay, I can eat that noodles.
Those noodles are so good.
Eat those noodles. But, like, I don't like spaghetti.
Like sauced.
So anyway.
Pasta. Yeah, what are we talking about?
It's so good!
Spaghetti.
We're supposed to be talking about religion and politics, and we're talking about pasta.
It was in general. It was the generalization of differences of size.
Disagreements. And we're disagreeing right now.
So, but my mom does make a really good spaghetti pie. I will eat that.
Weird. Okay. Anyway, let's
you don't like spaghetti, but you'll eat a spaghetti pie.
You'll eat it baked in a pie?
Yes. Is that like casserole?
Yeah, you like make the crust out of noodles with eggs and stuff.
Oh.
And then you put like a shit ton of meat. Oh. No, it's eggs. Or noodles on the bottom. Like a pie crust.
Okay, I'm going to Google this because I need...
I'm scared.
So anyway, you talk about Hong Kong.
So Hong Kong was talking about... Because she ate spaghetti one time when we were over there for a play date. And I was like, oh, I should have packed for you. And she's like, well, I have sandwich stuff. I'm like, okay, we can do that. And she's like, Brad's like, I want to try the spaghetti. And so she tried, she's like, I don't like this. And I'm like, okay. So then Hong Kong was like, what do you guys eat? I'm like, there's a whole world of food.
Other than spaghetti, I promise.
And then because like one time I tried to make chicken tacos.
Does it look like that?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
It's amazing.
It looks just like spaghetti.
I know, that does look like baked spaghetti.
I'm to make it now.
Please do, because I want some.
Me too.
Yeah.
We never got that chocolate cake for my birthday.
Ah, damn it. I forgot to ask her where she got my birthday cake. That's what I was supposed to do. I think she'll me Hy-Vee.
Oh my god.
I'll get a custom order cake for you. Don't you fret. I could always go for
No, because we're getting her a certain kind of cake. Remember? That we never got her?
This is another disagreement.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because we've discussed it.
Yeah, we discussed the fancy chocolate cake.
I thought we discussed something else. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm ready for a fight.
I'm ready for a fight.
Yeah, because we can't get along about damn cake.
Politics, religion, fine.
How about this?
Cake?
You buy the cake you thought, I'll buy the cake I thought.
And I'll eat this up. And we all win.
See, I've had people text me, message me, beat me, whatever they want to do. You probably don't know what Kim Possible is. So
yes, I love Kim Possible.
Call me, beat me.
If you want to reach me, yeah, baby. Me and Izzy got Halloween costumes last year. She was Shago. I was Kim Possible.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know I can play my moves.
I'm so glad. You probably watched it on Nick at Night.
What? Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot
what were we talking about?
Oh, I've had people contact me and say they love our show because they feel like they can relate to us.
Yeah.
Because, like, we,
there's so many different aspects also.
And we're not judgy about them.
No.
I'm going to start being judgy, though, about you pasta lovers.
Oh.
Ugh.
And we're going to be judgy about you not liking pasta.
Spaghetti at the...
Ew, spaghetti, it's so...
It's good.
It's delicious.
I
you can make it
Italy and ate spaghetti, and I still thought it was gross.
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna throw this.
I know, right against the wall. I'm gonna decorate that wall with this classic cruiser drink from Sonic.
We're gonna leave it for you to clean up.
That's right.
I'll rip your hair out and make you clean it up with your hair.
Really, that just means that we get more pasta. So I think in the end. We'll all three go to Chris's wedding. I'll tell Emily we're coming. And she just won't get to eat.
If they have the nachos, I do like the nachos.
Oh my gosh, are those not the best things ever?
Y'all have had nachos?
The Italian nachos?
Those are pretty delicious.
Have you not had them?
No.
I do like them.
They're so good!
Are they called antipasta salads?
Yeah.
Like salad with the Italian dressing and...
What is that?
I just gave birth to a t-shirt.
This episode is off the walls. We're off the rocker. There's absolutely
We're going to call this one off the rails.
Yes.
Off the rails. What was the other one we had? Number 6 was moms with way too much.
Oh, yeah, so this is off the rails.
Off the rails.
But when are we on the rails?
So they fry like wonton chips, and they put Alfredo. But did you say you didn't like it?
I don't like Alfredo.
Okay, but here's the thing. It's like drizzled Alfredo, drizzled balsamic vinegar, pepperoncinis.
Isn't it the reduction?
It's a reduction, and then chicken. Oh, so good. I mean, like...
If you'd like to sponsor us,
please.
Or if you'd like to provide us with 3 Italian nachos. And some,
and a salad.
Tortellini with blush sauce, please.
And your steak is just to die for, so, if you want to throw one of those in.
Yeah.
Some of the butter.
We got this.
Chicken parmesan. I like the chicken parmesan.
Yeah, it's good.
That sounds good.
Get blush sauce. I love their blush sauce.
I'm calling them.
To sponsor us?
I'm getting a sponsorship from them. Okay.
We talked about you enough in this episode. You better give us some damn blush
But
sauce.
you better charge my ex-husband double for his.
And if we don't have an invite to the wedding, we will be the wait staff.
We dress up as waiters. I put on a fake mustache. They don't even have caterers. We're walking around.
Chris is like, why is that person's mustache falling off?
I don't do anything else but put on a mustache, so like you totally know what's me.
I'm getting a pair of the glasses with the nose and the mustache.
I'll get a wig.
Nobody will ever know.
They'll never know it was us, except for if he listens to this episode.
Do you get a spray tan?
I'm in.
We're golden and you're golden.
Let's do this. Spray tan hair. I've never had one.
Speaking of spray tans, which now I know we're getting back off topic.
Are you pro or anti-spray tan?
So Jace was, speaking of, Matt, I gotta take this. So, we were at the mall yesterday, and Jace was talking, I don't know why, but he was talking about how tan he is, because his, great grandpa was, full-blooded Native American. And so he and I were kind of discussing.
We're not being racist. We're just saying what they are.
Yeah, and so I was kind of talking to him about how
How do you get an Indian?
He's, I don't know about that one. A Mexican and a white makes an Indian, I bet. But
oh my God, we're gonna get tagged. None of us are racist, and I know every white person says that.
I know last night I asked a question and Taylor said that was very racist. I was like, it's a question I want an answer to. And he said, you're being racist. And I was like,
being racist.
I don't think I'm being racist. Anyways.
Let me ask a black person.
Well, if I had one in my phone, I would just ask him. But I don't have one in my phone. I'm a very open book. I've asked gays all my questions about gay people before. I'm not really asking.
Right.
I gotta go to the source.
I just can't wait to tell, because Kyle's best friend, she married a black man and they have children, and I just can't wait to tell him, to let him know that he has Mexican nephews, since that's how that works. But anyway, so we're talking, and I was talking about how, because Chris's mom tans like beautiful olive skin. Chris has the skin, and then Jace does too, but we talked about how, it's diluted as it goes down, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Diluted.
Because I go, well, that's why I married Kyle this time. Because I said, we're both white as can be. So I said, we match better. I was just kidding with him. And he's like, Emily had to go get a spray tan the other day because she said that her dad liked, so that my dad would, something about his dad liked her with a spray tan. And I'm like, that's why I'm glad Kyle and I match. He
can't judge me.
I know, the other day I was changing, and I have a tan line on this foot from the Jeep. You see it?
Uh-huh. I sure do.
And if you look at my two legs, one's dark.
That one doesn't have one.
This one's darker.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's just all freckles on that one.
Taylor's like, your tan lines are kind of turning me on. I'm like, what tan lines?
Right. They're uneven.
I'm like, what tan lines are you talking about? Then I was like, oh, wow.
More so your freckles.
I was going to say, men don't care. Men don't make up any excuse.
That's true. Want a bang?
Yeah, exactly. That moo-moo looks amazing. Thanks, I got it at Walmart. It's got a hole over here.
And a stain right here. I just had some hot sauce falling on me.
But all right, buddy.
Well, let's go. Taco Bell making me feel like shit, but we're down.
No funky moves tonight.
Gotta clinch a little bit.
She's gotta be missionary.
Okay, so Taco Bell has no bearings on my stomach. And Taylor always makes these comments, and I'm like, I don't understand. I don't get it.
Well, it doesn't really do anything to my stomach either.
It does to Kyle's.
It does.
But I feel like most people it does, so I can make
my body just loves Mexican food, apparently, so it's like, that's fine. I got no problem.
Your body's all about Mexican. You're foreign.
I'm surprised your mom's not white and your dad's not black.
They're not. They're both white motherfuckers. I don't know.
Damn it.
I have a cousin that gets some kind of paycheck from the reservation.
Oh, yeah.
He's not Indian, but Native American.
Yeah, she posted something about it on Facebook. I don't remember what. College, Jewish, I don't remember.
Right.
Something random. And I asked my mom, I'm like, well, do you think I could get that? And she's like, have you seen yourself?
And I was like, look in the mirror.
I said, well, how's she getting it? And she's like, from her dad. Which my dad and her mom are siblings.
Oh,
and I was
gotcha.
like, oh, so it's from that. So no, I can't. And I was like, what? At what point did you think you would fall into any kind of Native American category? And I was like, well, that gets really dark. So I thought maybe there was some there. She's like, no. No, you're not getting any kind of government assistance.
Absolutely not.
I was like, man.
Denied.
One leg's darker than the other. Does that count? Like, Mom, do they...
Well, I went to the beach. I got kind of tan on my chest and shoulders and my back. My face, no. I literally put myself under the umbrella and stuck my head out.
Why?
Give me skin cancer, please.
You want to see what skin cancer looks like on your face? Want to see this awesome nose job?
So many freckles. I had a customer
You want to
that
see
said,
an unwanted nose job? I got one for you. I even asked the doctor. I was like, could you, while you're at it? And he's like, no.
Oh, that's funny.
We will, once you heal from your nose procedure, we can talk about the rest of your body. And I was like, but I don't want to. I want to. If I'm going to be healing, let's heal all together.
So true, though.
So don't stick your face out. There's my warning for today.
Well, I did use a lot of sunscreen.
Well, that's why your face didn't get any color.
Well, if I don't use sunscreen, I get immediately red. Like, I burn so bad. And my customer came by today, and he was like, oh, you got some sun while you were at the beach. And I was like, oh, really? And he was like, well, your freckles are browner. I was like, thanks. Then somebody else said, you're the type of person who, when you tan, you're one big freckle. Your freckles just...
Oh my gosh, you would say that to a person.
I was like, but it's true.
My brother's like that.
It's
like,
so true.
The top of his arm is so dark and the other side is so white.
Yes.
And I was always so jealous.
I don't understand it.
That is tan. That's not freckles.
That's
tan.
You think I'm tan?
You think I'm tan?
On the top, that is tan.
Okay, look. Dark?
Yeah.
White.
That is tan.
That's how I tan, too.
This is freckles. And then if you saw my brother's arm, I'll show you what freckles really look like. Because he's got a massive ass.
Oh, that's funny.
I was always like, oh, I hate you. Not that he's listening or cares, but...
Don't know how we got on that topic.
Because I don't know how we got on that topic, so we're just going to go with it. The freckles and race and...
Religion
and politics.
and pasta.
So comment if you are team pasta or if you are anti-pasta.
I can absolutely 100% tell you right now, everybody is team pasta.
Who is team
Everybody!
pasta?
Nobody doesn't eat pasta.
Man, my favorite thing to do, and especially right now since I'm doing keto and I'm not eating carbs, one of my favorite meals besides rice and melted, you put cheddar cheese on it while it's hot and it melts, and I eat that, is you just take butter and you take pasta and you put butter and Parmesan cheese on it.
Butter noodles makes me want to puke.
Oh, noodles. So good.
I know what I'm eating tonight.
I will eat.
Have you ever heard of the TV show Atypical?
Oh, no. I love that show.
He's on the spectrum and it walks through. He's in high school, walks through. But he always goes to Olive Garden and gets the buttered noodles. So one time we were somewhere and Bradley ordered buttered noodles because she didn't like anything else on the menu. And I was like, okay. And she got them and she's like, these are disgusting. And I'm like, told you. So then I tried it and I was like, this is so gross. Buttered noodles, nasty.
And my favorite kind of pasta is different shapes. Like, I love the fusilli and penne and stuff like that, rigatoni. I like a good shaped pasta.
The elbows.
Yeah, that's fine. I think
I like Velveeta shells and cheese.
I like the
that's pasta!
Shapes. Okay, I'll eat that.
The SpongeBob mac and cheese.
Oh my gosh, yes, I love the character ones.
Yes, they're so
Chase
fun.
does too. They're so much better. They taste different.
They do!
Thank you.
Do you agree? Yes or no?
She don't know because she just eats Velveeta.
They're thicker.
They can't. How can they be thicker?
Like an elbow mac and cheese versus a SpongeBob mac and cheese, I feel like is thicker.
The elbow is
thicker. Yeah.
No, I feel like the other ones are.
I
like the texture.
There's 2 against 1. You're losing.
You're losing.
Story of my life.
Wrong.
Losing. Uphill battle. Stupid mac and cheese is going to be the end of our podcast. Sorry.
Again, it's not politics. It's not religion.
No.
It's mac and cheese.
Or cake. all the carbs that Michaela's not supposed to be.
We're not allowed to talk about.
Let me tell you, last night we ordered pizza and I got Marco's. I got the damn, I'd been messing with my hair. I got the bowl that's just like the toppings and whatnot.
The bowl of what?
It's literally just sauce and toppings because you don't have
what kind of toppings.
Well, I got pepperoni, mushrooms, green onion, green peppers. Yeah, and they just put it all in there and bake it.
Oh, okay.
With cheese. It's good, but I would have fought a grown man to be able to eat 3 slices of pizza and not gain any weight because of that. The carbs are just so much better. Mm-hmm. It's the best part of it.
I'm getting so hungry now thinking about buttered noodles. Where can I get some?
But let me tell you, I've lost weight, so I'm not. It's fine.
I'm gonna lose on this one, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the people that reach out to me and tell me they like our podcast agree with me, and if they message me that they don't, I'm gonna block them.
Good. Go. You are gonna lose a lot of friends over this. You've lost 2 sitting right here.
If you message me,
that's the only 2.
My only friends. If you message me one time and tell
that
me
Hong Kong, can I guarantee Hong Kong likes her some noodles?
Oh,
she does.
Exactly.
She likes.
Thank you, Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. If you listen to Off the Rails Racing,
it just sounds like you're saying Hong Kong, and that sounds racy.
She's not Asian.
Okay, there we go. Thank you for clarifying.
She's as white as I am.
She's just a goose.
She's literally saying honk.
Little white goose.
She's probably whiter than me, I'd say. I know, it's not, I didn't think it was possible, but I think it is.
Wowzers.
She's like right leg, not left leg. She's like right leg, left.
Like throws us back to politics.
She's inside of the Jeep leg, not outside the Jeep leg. That's
alright.
I'm just saying. She's also obsessed with sunscreen, which I should be because I legit
had
cancer off my face. Which, by the way, let's just ask this question. Because I asked Michaela and she has an opinion, but I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Would you say that I'm a cancer survivor or I'm just a drama queen?
You're a cancer survivor.
Oh, Michaela told me no.
Always take the victim.
When I was having the surgery...
Okay, so I didn't just flat out say that no, you weren't a cancer survivor.
She did. She did.
Always
I said, does this make me a cancer survivor? And she's like, not really.
Technically, yes. You survived it. You had it. Was there a chance of death? Probably not. But you survived it.
I lost my nose. Might have been like Michael Jackson. I already kind of feel like I'm
that would not be a cancer survivor, though, sweetie.
See, because Taylor was picking a fight with me while I was waiting to go back for surgery.
Oh my god!
The reconstructive surgery I had to have. He was picking a fight with me, and the nurse came in and she goes, you need to be nice to her. She's a cancer survivor. And I looked around and I was like, damn straight I am!
Sure the fuck I am.
And I'm pretty sure I texted Michaela and said the nurse just told me I'm a cancer survivor.
You probably did.
And then she was like, you're dramatic.
And I'm not making light of this because I lost an uncle to cancer. So for those of you listening think I'm making light of cancer.
We're not making fun of cancer.
No, because I had an aunt that died from cancer too. So
that's why Michaela's like, no. Your cancer was on your freaking nose, Ashley.
Well, that's not so.
Just because you could have fit an eraser in your hole of your nose doesn't make you any...
More it's
you haven't seen the picture of my...
No.
Little thing.
You need to show it to me.
Technically you are a cancer survivor. I'm just saying... I've seen a lot of cancer patients and what they've gone through. And
$14,000 on a nose
job. Don't diminish her story, okay? Don't discredit her. Don't disvalue her. She went through
I have rights.
I have rights.
She's a woman.
No, you don't have rights, honey. Not anymore.
Here we go. Ready? You guys ready? This is going to be the end of it. For real. This is going to terminate the whole podcast.
Go ahead.
Bree's done. Tapped out. Heidi buying her massive ass straw Sonic cup.
No, why'd they give us the boba straws? I don't know. All three. Are you using it for the dice?
All 3 are boba straws.
See, I told you to get that.
I know. It's like, what in the world?
No, make sure you get that caffeine and, it's like if you drink a beer through a straw, you get drunk faster. So they're making sure you drink your... Okay, nobody did that in college. Okay, cool. Next topic.
See, what's funny is we drove...
Mom, if you're listening, that's not one of my party tricks.
So Kyle wanted to try the boba at Sonic, and no one had it. Here didn't have it. Ozark didn't have it. The one closest to us on Republic Road didn't have it. We literally drove to the East Republic Road one to get Boba and their new little like buffalo chicken bites.
They're good.
They were on sale. They had carbs. I couldn't eat them, but we literally, that's what we did for fun, is we drove across town in order to get him boba and
relationship goals.
I'm like, let's go.
Fuck you.
That's me. That's me in my relationship. Taylor's like, you know people drive, right? And I'm like, my Walmart delivery comes to the porch. Like,
I don't have to leave.
I don't go anywhere.
Exactly.
If I leave, if I want to get in the car for more than 2 minutes, you better be taking me to the damn beach. 12 hours away. That's all I ask. Okay? Yeah, that's all I'm asking for.
That's all I'm asking for.
Like, when the job I had when I was pregnant with Bradley, I worked there for, almost 5 years. So we lived in 2 different houses at that place. And the second house, I was like, okay, this is going to take me exactly 8 minutes from here to the office. And Taylor's like, and I was like, that's 3 more minutes than the other house. And he's like, so, I'm like, I'm just saying, I'm going to be driving now.
That's a waste of gas.
Exactly. Exactly. Or Taylor, he's like, we have to be there in 20 minutes. I'm like, it takes us 10 minutes to get there. And he's like, we can be early. I'm like, or I could get this load of laundry switched. I can get the dishwasher done.
Yes, of course.
I got other things we can do. And he's like, or we could just be early. I'm like,
that's not happening.
or sometimes too, because he doesn't let me drive. He hates my driving. Apparently, it's terrifying.
Oh.
I don't know. I think it's great. He trusts me to drive his kids around.
Exactly.
I didn't have an issue with your driving.
Yep.
See? Nope. I'm like, driving's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so sometimes he'll be like, you just drive. And I'm like, yes! Let me drive. My favorite's though when the girls are like, Daddy, you're driving kind of crazy. And he's like, I'm crazy? Have you ever seen your mom?
That's the best part.
They're so used to you. They don't even, like, Dad, what's wrong with you? Driving the speed limit, weirdo.
One time they said, Dad, you're driving so fast. He's like, I'm going under the speed limit. I know your mother has never done that.
To them it seems so fast, but they're going so slow.
I'm like, I think they're backwards today. But we're just going to go with it. You're a terrible driver. Let me drive. You're a terrible driver. So, on this note of us going off the rails, because...
Off of all of it.
The only thing we can agree on is that we don't care about politics and religion. We care about cake and pasta.
Yeah,
clearly that's what pisses us off.
Those are our things. And you know what? I respect it.
Me too.
I respect it. I like it.
Shut the fuck up.
Me and my anti-pasta.
That's just more pasta for me.
Pasta Express salads, like, by the buckets.
What?
What about Olive Garden? You like their salad?
Oh, I hate Olive Garden altogether.
No, I didn't know.
We're out of here.
If you go to Olive Garden, just make sure you order the Alfredo. Oh, you don't like Alfredo. I like to get Alfredo as it. Well, I'm just saying, I like to get it as a dipping sauce for my breadsticks.
I've heard of that. I've heard of people doing that.
Because in college, a friend of mine worked there, and so we'd get free. She'd just give us like the free dipping sauce.
Okay.
It's no wonder I got fat in college. It really isn't.
It's all of the Olive Garden.
And we loved those $5 Domino's pizzas on like Mondays.
Ugh.
That and Hamburger Helper.
No, they have it like every day.
I saw that Little Caesars has like the individual bite ones.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, Taylor, and he's like, ew, they're gross. I was like, okay, you don't like Domino's, but you like Little Caesars? Like they're like personal pizzas. Like
they look really good.
Bites. What? No, they're not a bagel bite. They're like a deep dish pizza. The deep dish pizzas they have or whatever. Yes. But they're like little like cupcake size instead of...
Yeah, it's like a pizza roll up. Like a pizza roll. Pepperoni roll, sorry.
So you're getting gypped out of pizza.
No, you're getting extra crust. And who doesn't want extra crust?
Me.
Here we go!
That's what Taylor told me the other day. I was like, thanks for taking one for the team and eating Domino's. And he's like, well, the thin crust is fine. It's when you get the hand tossed. That's disgusting.
What?
Oh
my gosh,
like
I love
Papa
crust.
John's.
I do too.
Not a huge Domino's fan.
I don't love Domino's either, but that's Chase's favorite.
Same for Carter.
Yeah.
Okay, Jason and I and Carter will go all.
Yeah. We'll go to Papa John's.
Yes.
Because I love, and their garlic dipping sauce.
And their peppers that they add.
Oh.
I'm so hungry.
Yep.
Butter noodles, pasta. I mentioned steak at one point.
Yeah.
We talked about cake.
Yeah. I mean, it was really just a good episode. I miss carbs right now.
It was just a good episode. I think it was shit.
I miss carbs. I can't wait to get married so that I can start eating carbs again.
I thought you weren't eating them because of your body.
No, fuck that. I want to be skinnier for my wedding.
It's not for the fact that you feel better?
Just for one day.
I mean, I'm just saying.
What are you eating for your wedding?
Oh, I'm going to eat at my wedding. Well,
what are you having again?
Taco bar.
Tacos.
But the cake, I can't wait for the cake. I'm going to get sugar sweats on that cake because I haven't had so much sugar, but that cake is so good.
And I'm going to put this out there for the record. Michaela said Bree and I can have a piece of the good cake.
Yeah.
Not anybody else.
Yeah, so those of you with the Sam's cake, I'm sorry.
Sam's cake is still good. It's just not as good as Robin's cake.
Bree and I will be behind the stage eating the good cake.
Yeah.
See us.
With the whole tray. Yeah. Did you guys want a piece?
Sorry, Michaela.
Oh, we're having our own cake delivered to the Airbnb.
Oh.
That's how good this cake is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll see me at the Airbnb. We're here for cake.
Yeah. I mean, you guys go do your thing. We'll be down here.
We'll sit in the living room eating cake. It's so fine.
Could you just keep it down a little bit, please? That's all we ask. If you hear,
oh my God.
If you hear us watching another documentary on Netflix really loud, we're eating our cake.
We're just eating cake.
Okay?
Oh,
so where's the Airbnb at? Can you give me an address? Will the cake be on the front porch, or are you going to
Oh, no, she's taking it inside.
Does she have like a door code?
Well, I don't have a door code yet. It's an Airbnb. It's in downtown Lebanon.
Well, we have masks, Bree. We can get our ski masks.
Yes,
and we
do.
Can meet her at the door.
Yes. And
we
have other stuff.
We what?
Weapons.
I was gonna say I do plan on bringing like to-go containers so people can take tacos home.
Wow, that's so nice.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh my God.
Because I bet we'll have. Because I was talking to because my cousin owns the restaurant, and I was talking to his wife, and she was like, "Well, how many people are you planning for?" And I was like, 50. And she looks around the bridal shower and she goes, "Do you know how many people are in here? And you think only 50 are coming to the wedding?"
Let me tell you right now. She's like, so I miscalculated how many people were going to be here. I'm like, I could have told you there was going to be more than what was on Facebook.
Well,
and I even went through and updated everyone that was just commenting and not actually changing the RSVP. I changed it for them. And I'm like, come on, people. And then she's like, yeah, well.
So anyway, now we're getting tacos for 100.
I think that's a good number.
So
Taylor likes tacos. He can take, 3 plates.
And here's the thing. I won't be able to eat at the wedding just because of nerves.
Yeah, for sure.
But I can't wait to get back to the Airbnb and eat some tacos and fucking cake,
Yeah.
Now, I will be putting on pajamas halfway through.
What a romantic evening they're going to have.
That would be my honeymoon. I'd be like, I don't care about the sex. I just want to get home, watch my show with my food. That's all I care about.
Maybe this is why Colin hasn't proposed yet.
100%. It's like, really? Again? Blowing me off?
On our wedding night?
I'm just trying to eat. I mean, I've got to have energy to do the thing, and then I'm tired after I eat, so.
And then I'm going to fall asleep watching the show. Look,
exactly.
Domino's is messaging me right now. Click here for the pizza deal of your dreams.
Now they haven't messaged me. Usually they do.
Heard us.
They were like, because did you hear what it says? Click here for the pizza deal of your dreams.
Oh, well, there you go. I'll send Jace
My
over.
knight in shining armor is going to be here in 30 minutes.
I will send Jace your way.
Send it, Carter.
No, send the friend that has his own money, too, so he can buy the pizza. Okay? That's who I need. That's all I need. Send your own money. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
So for like the millionth time, I think.
Whatever the fuck that was.
I loved it. It was great. That was us in a nutshell, really.
So if you need to know, most politics will not divide us. Most religion won't divide us.
No.
Pasta.
Pasta and cake.
Pasta and cake. Yep.
Wait, I need to know first. Are you team chocolate cake or white cake?
White cake.
You already know, baby.
You're chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
So see there, we got 2 on this and 2 on the pasta.
White.
What can you and I be on?
I don't know.
What can we be on the same side of?
What season is your favorite?
Fall.
Season, spring.
What holiday
like
is your
fall.
favorite?
I'm going to say
My
Halloween.
birthday. I celebrate for like a whole month.
Of course you do.
It's the shortest month of the year.
What's your sign?
Pisces.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
I always feel like Pisces are so, general.
What?
Like everybody.
What?
Everybody's a Pisces.
Are so general? What do you mean general?
Like everybody. I don't know. Like, if I'm talking to somebody and I don't know, I'm not catching a vibe from them, it's usually a Pisces.
Like,
what am I?
You're not a Leo.
No.
But you kind of give me Leo.
No, I'm not.
Sagittarius?
Nope.
Really? What are you?
Nope, I'm Capricorn.
Really?
I know.
don't know what any of this means.
What do y'all think I am?
I have no clue. I really only know mine.
I was gonna say I don't even know.
Gemini?
I hate Gemini.
Scorpio?
No, but Colin is.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, see, I don't even
And
know.
that's also a really general one, I feel like.
I don't know all the...
I don't know what this means.
Nobody's going to understand.
I don't even know what all these signs are. That's the problem. I was like, what can I...
Ramen noodles?
No, really. What do you mean when you're saying general? Like we're boring?
No, like if I... Like Leos, they give me very strong, outgoing energy. So like... Or like
what are you?
confrontational.
I'm a Capricorn.
But
which is supposed to be a very, like, strong, outspoken, take no shit sign. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what's a Pisces?
That's not me.
And Pisces, to me, is like very chill, very go with the flow. It gives me like the fish that go round, you know, like they're going with the flow.
So what you're saying is Michaela and I were born in the wrong times.
Yes. Yes.
We'll
I'm telling you both right now.
I'm a
your signs are
trans
wrong.
sign. I'm switching signs.
I identify as a Gemini and not Pisces. But I hate Gemini, so you can't be a Gemini.
Lady Darkness and I are gonna be. I'm gonna go support trans signs. I'm a trans sign, whatever that means.
And no Libras. No Libras.
No Libras. Okay.
When are those people born?
In October. Which is weird.
When are Geminis born?
July,
Okay, I don't know what Taylor is.
I think. Is he a Gemini?
I don't know.
Oh. You don't even know what his sign is.
I don't know what Kyle's
Dude,
sign
I don't
is.
even know what, when you're saying I'm a general Pisces, whatever that means.
I'm just saying, Pisces in general, they don't give me much. Like I said, I just get like the chill, go with the flow. But you're not like that at all.
Have you met Ashley?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not like that at all.
That sounds more like me.
I was gonna say.
Just because I'm scared to make people mad. So
I just have everything
wrong.
wrong, actually.
So this is why she's really into
I'm just making it all
astrology,
up.
because it just, whatever she says, we're all gonna go with.
I just like to confuse people.
Are you a Pisces? No, you're not. Okay, well, I don't know anything about it.
Sagittarius, no.
Aries.
Aries,
Kyle and I
no.
went on our second date to get our tattoo. The girl was very strange, and we were
Was it
staying
the
there.
same girl that did our tattoos?
No.
Oh.
And then we walk in and she's like, "What are your signs?" And so we told
I'm the weird
we
girl.
told her, and then she was just like, "Oh," and walks off. Like, didn't say anything else.
She did the work?
Yeah, she did her tattoo, and we'll talk about this on another, because she left the door open. There were flies. It was hot. Him and I were sweating. It was terrible. But anyway,
On that note, we really went off the rails.
Sounds like the girl that she convinced me to go get a tattoo from.
Now let's start another fight.
was that
The
No,
infection?
not that one.
you talking about elephant?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No.
She was just...
Different.
Well, that tattoo hurt like a motherfucker. And
Where'd you go?
I
on
started
her
my period
back.
the next day.
Oh.
And it's right on my love handle.
Yeah.
And so it like
hurt.
really hurt. No, I'm not talking about the cross tattoo. God.
That's what I was thinking of. I was like, the infection?
Oh, no. Not that one. That I had an allergic reaction to. Come get a $50 tattoo with me. You're going to have an allergic reaction. It's so fun. Highly recommended. That also, let me tell you, I couldn't have antibiotics for because I was having my nose surgery and they didn't want a red flag at the hospital. So I had to tough it out on that allergic reaction.
You're SOL. Sorry.
They were like, you could either have your nose fixed or you can have your allergic reaction go down. And I was like, well, I really need my nose fixed.
I have cancer!
Well, then...
So basically, I'm 0 for 2 in tattoos.
You fucked her. Anyways.
Not literally.
No, not literally.
She wouldn't know if you were trying.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have a clue.
So, thanks for listening to this episode number 22.
Yes!
It's such a good number!
Yes, ramblings off
Does
the
that mean
rails.
something in astrology?
Sure.
Sure.
It's a great number.
I don't know. Alright.
Good number.
Thanks for listening to...
With
Moms!
nothing.
Just stop talking about it. That's what I got on that one. Bye.
As always, today is sponsored by Cup of Joe's, located in Nixa. They have coffee, lemonade, espresso shakes, Red Bull, and so much more. So make sure to stop by 813 North Main Street, Nixa, Missouri, for all your caffeine needs. Bye.